Hello, everyone. Welcome to our special story time for Arab Heritage Month. So, you might know, you might not, but April is Arab Heritage Month. So, we are going to be reading some stories, watching some videos, and even doing a fun craft, a really fun craft. Like, this might be one of my favorite crafts that we've ever done. And I'm so excited to share it with you. So, let's talk a little bit about this. What is Arab heritage? Well, it is a little bit complicated, so let's break it down. Arab countries are usually part of the Arab League. As of 2021, there are 22 countries in the Arab League. These countries are in Southwestern Asia and Northern Africa. They are Algeria, Bahrain, Comoros, Djibouti, Egypt, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Libya, Mauritania, Morocco, Oman, Palestine, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, Tunisia, the United Arab Emirates, and Yemen. In addition to being part of the Arab League, most people in these countries speak Arabic, which is a language, among other languages. Of course, having said all this, it is super important to remember that borders shift. Countries didn't always look the way they do now on a map, and they probably won't always look the way they do. People migrate and move too. So just because someone doesn't live in one of the countries we mentioned doesn't mean that they aren't Arab or don't have Arab heritage. There are lots of people all over the world, especially in Brazil, France, Turkey, Indonesia, Argentina, Canada, and here in the US, who consider themselves Arab or who have Arab heritage. So when you say heritage, it means you either come from somewhere or your family does. So if your grandma is Irish and came from Ireland, you might say, I have Irish heritage. If your mom or dad came from Bahrain, you might say, oh, I have Arabic heritage. But also, just like here in the USA, people in Arab countries aren't always Arab. There are lots of indigenous cultures in Arab countries, like the Coptics and the Syriacs. And just like Native people here in America, they may or may not consider themselves Arab, even if they live in one of those countries or speak Arabic. Cultural identity is personal, and we can't assume that someone is or isn't part of a certain culture just because of where they live or what language they speak. Lots of Arab people are Muslims. That means that they practice the religion of Islam. But there are also lots of people who are Christian, Jewish, Yazidi, Yarsan, or Shabak, to name a few. And there are some people who don't practice any religion at all, just like here. People who come from Arab countries or with Arab heritage have lots of cultural similarities, but they have a lot of differences too. Think about how someone from New Jersey might be different from someone from California. They're both Americans, but they have a lot of things in common, but they also probably have a lot of things that they don't have in common. In our story time today, we are going to explore Arab culture. So get ready to have some fun, get ready to learn, and I hope that you enjoy this story time. Happy April, happy Arab Heritage Month, and I will see you in our next video.